friendship that when either of them went away from the village, the other looked after his family, and both were greatly respected in the village. Hey, I am your narrator. Now Jamal had an old aunt who had some property.
I'll transfer my property to you, Jamal, if you only promise to look after me.
The arrangement worked well for a couple of years. The situation changed. Jamal and his family were tired of the old relative. Jamal became an indifferent to her as his wife, who grudged even at the little food that the old lady wanted every day. For a few months, she swallowed the insult along with the food. But patience has its limits. So one day,
My son, it is now obvious that I am not wanted in your house. Kindly give me a monthly allowance so that I can set up a separate kitchen.
my wife knows the best how to run the house. Be patient. This made his aunt very angry, and she decided to take her case to the village panchayat. For many days, the old lady was seen talking to the villagers, explaining her case and seeking their support. Some sympathized with her, others laughed at her, and few others advised her to make it up with her nephew and his wife. At last, she came to Algu Chaudhary and spoke to him. You know, Chachi, Jamal is my best friend. How can I go against him?
But is it right, my son, to keep mum and not say what you consider just and fair? Come to the panchayat and speak the truth.
Algu didn't reply, but her words kept ringing in his ears. The panchayat was held in the same evening under an old banyan tree. The voice of the punch is the voice of the court. Let my aunt nominate the head punch. I will abide by her decision.
The punch knows neither friend nor enemy. How do you say to Algu Chaudhary?
Chachi, you're aware of my friendship with Jamal. The aunt said that she knew, but she said that she also knew that Algu would not kill his conscience for the sake of friendship. God lifted the heart of the punch, and that his voice was the voice of God. And then the old lady explained her case. Jamal, you and I are old friends. Your aunt is as dear to me as you. Now I am a punch. You and your aunt are equal before me. What you have to say in your defense? 3 years ago, my aunt transferred her property to me. I promised to support her as long as she lived. I have done all I could. There have been a couple of quarrels between my wife and her, but I can stop it. Now my aunt is claiming a monthly allowance from me. This is not possible. That's all I have to say. Jamal was cross-examined by Algu and others. We have come into the matter carefully. In our opinion, Jamal must pay his aunt a monthly allowance, or else the property goes back to her. Now the two friends were seldom seen together. The bond of friendship between them was broken. In fact, Jamal was Algu's enemy and wanted his revenge. These passed, and as ill luck would have it, Algu Chaudhary found himself in a tight spot. One of his fine pair of bullocks died, and he sold the other to Sanju Sahu, a cart driver of the village. The understanding was that Sahu would pay the price of the bullock in a month's time. It so happened that the bullock died within a month.
I can't pay a penny for the wretched beast you sold me. He bought us nothing but ruin. I have a bullock, use it for a month and then return it to me, but no money for your dead bullock.
Algu decided to refer the case to the Panchayat for a second time in a few months. Preparation for holding the Panchayat were made and both the parties started meeting people and seeking support. The Panchayat was held under the same banyan tree. The voice of the Panch is the voice of the God. Let Sahu nominate the head Panch. I will abide by the decision. Sahu saw his chance and proposed the name of Chuman. Algu's heart sank and he turned pale. But what could he do? But the moment Chuman became the head Panch, he realized his responsibility as judge and the dignity of his office. Could he, seated in that high place, have his revenge now? He thought and thought. No, he must not allow his personal feelings to come in the way of speaking the truth and doing justice. Both Algu and Sahu stated their cases. They were cross-examined and the case was considered deeply. It is our opinion that Sahu should pay Algu the price of bullock. When Sahu bought the bullock, it suffered from no disability or disease. The death of the bullock was unfortunate, but Algu cannot be blamed for it. Juman came to Algu and embraced him. Since our last Panchayat, I had become your enemy. Today I realized what it means to be a Panch. A Panch has no friends nor enemy. He knows only justice. Let no one deviate from the path of justice and truth for the friendship or enmity. Algu embraced his friend and wept, and his tears washed away all the dirt of misunderstanding between them.